Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. We've got the final game of the Prospects Challenge tournament. Montreal against Ottawa this time. Should be a bit better of a game, like as opposed to the Bruins one, because Ottawa should have a decent prospect pool. Maybe a little better than Montreal's. We'll see. Should be interesting. It's an afternoon game. Don't expect a lot of people, but there's 15 already. Wow. That's awesome. So I'm going to do some play-by-play. I'll do color commentary as well. Talk to you guys in the chat, and we'll have a good time and enjoy. Hopefully, let's see. A lot of people dropped off. They thought I was showing the game, but what you can do is you can put the game on one page, open up the second page, YouTube, put me on, watch the game, listen to me, and you'll get English play-by-play because I think it's still only in French. I don't know if Ottawa is going to have any play-by-play on their broadcast because Boston did not, but Buffalo did so you can check and see, but I'm here in English. All right, so I'm going to see who's here. If you are here, please say hi. We got about 15 minutes before I have the lineups for both teams. So we'll look at that in a minute, and let's see who's here. But say hi, ask a question, say something. That would be awesome. Hey, Lucas. Go Habs, go. He wrote best, but beat these Sens. Let's beat these Sens. Gotta think there's a good chance. Should be pretty, I would think pretty even. Let's take a look at the lineup. How's that? We'll take a look at the lineup now. Let's take a look at the Sens first. All right, so they've got, I don't even know if I'll know some of these guys, right? They got Philip Daou centering first line with Mitchell Martin, and it's a little small, Taran Pfizer. Then you got Cole Burridge, centering Stuart Rolops and Daniel Burash. Haven't heard of one of these guys before yet. Then James Steffen centering Connor Clattenburg and Mitch Walniski. Well, something like that. It's small. I can't see it very well. Michael Huchette with Jackson Stewart and Ty Thorpe. That's the forward lines. On defense, you got Matthew Andronovsky with Jorian Donovan and Thomas Namara with, does that say Gerbil? Gerbil Toure? That's what I'm seeing. And Carlisle with Thomas Stewart. And in net, you got Levi Merladen. And the backup is Colin McKenzie. And there you go. Wow, I struggled through that one, eh? Let's take a look at the Habs. This is a little better because it's a little bigger. So we got Owen Beck centering line 1 with Sean Farrell on his left and Josh Roy on his right. Philip Machar centering line 2 with Novak on the left and Florian Jacki on the right on a top 6 roll. That's going to be interesting. Riley Kidney centering line 3 with Isaac Dufour and Riley McKay. And you got Jan Mishak centering line 4 with Ty Smelanik and John Parker Jones. And on defense, you got the captain, William Trudeau, with David Reinbacher, Jaden Struble with Logan Mailloux, Miguel Tourigny with Noah Laun. And in net, you're going to have the tryout. He's a Czech goalie playing in the WHL or the OHL, Jan Spunar. And Jakub Dobish will back him up. So there's the lineups. Honestly, I don't think I recognize one name off the Ottawa Senators. So I can't really judge that, how good or bad they are. And I don't want to say, well, I never heard of these guys. They got to be bad. Because probably if you do that, we're going to get our ass kicked and they're better than we think, right? So I kind of think it's probably going to be a pretty even game. I hope Montreal's the better team and they win and you go Habs go. So we'll see what happens during the game. So what do you guys think of the lineups? Let's talk. We got, I don't know, about 10 minutes to go till they start the game. And the only thing I've got to talk about is the Mike Babcock situation. If anybody wants to talk about that, we can. Mike Babcock, before he could coach another game in his career and the first game for Columbus Blue Jackets, resigned yesterday amid controversy, I guess. Him starting his old tricks of, mind games with the players, making them uncomfortable. And, why he was hired in the first place, I could not tell you. And it turned out to be a huge mistake. So if you want to talk about that, we got that going. There's not much else going on in Habs world, anyways, hockey. And, other than Connor Bedard in his first, one of the prospect tournament game, looks awesome. But remember, it's prospect tournament, so he's also playing against, guys like him, his age and that. So will he look that great in the NHL? He'll be good. There's no doubt about it. He's going to be good. But, you got to temper the fact that he's going to be playing against NHL players once the season starts. I don't think it's going to be as great, but I think one day, very soon, Connor Bedard is going to be a great player. I mean, there's no doubt. The kid's release on his shot is incredible. He's an incredible player, and it's just too bad we finished with the first overall pick the wrong year. That's crazy. Lucas says the whole Babcock situation is a big joke. I mean, it is and it isn't, right? I mean, it is turned out to be that way, but I mean, it shows an underlying problem, if you ask me, right? There's an underlying problem still in the NHL that a guy like Babcock, and maybe it's just in hockey, Peters, don't remember his first name, got hired. I mean, there's some coaches got hired. Like, why? Joe Quenneville's going to get hired again, or or will. I don't know if he is or not. I don't understand it. I don't. Anyway, it is funny that he had to resign and couldn't get to even the first game. But it's, there's an underlying problem here. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Far too warm to sleep. Wow, what a difference. Here we're having just a kind of a gloomy, threatening rain, but I don't think it's going to. It did sometime overnight, but I don't think it's going to now. Not a hot day. Now we're into fall weather here, and I mean, summer's over in a couple of days, so it's not unusual. Just it shouldn't. I don't know. The weather's just advanced. It's like we're farther into fall, and we're not even into fall, but it's like we're into fall a few weeks by the weather lately. Enan. Hey, Enan, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the channel, because I have not seen you out there before. So welcome to the channel, at least in the chat. So good to have you. Lucas says, I just really don't get why he wanted to look through the players' photos. What does that have to do anything with hockey? Nothing with hockey. He says it's about getting to know the players. What it means to me is it's just a guy in a power situation that wants to exhibit his dominance over these guys, and that's a way to do it. It's a mind game kind of thing, and that's the shit he was pulling his whole career, and players are starting to come out and say, yeah, this guy's he's just a goofball, we hate him, so it doesn't have anything to do with hockey. Hey, Devin, how you doing, man? It seems like it's been a while. It's going good. It's going good. I hope for you as well. When does autumn start for you guys here? 2 days. I mean, officially, summer's over in 2 days, and we're into autumn weather. But the autumn weather to me started a few weeks ago. Spring there started 1st of September. Yeah, well, yeah, different seasons. It's so weird, eh? You're halfway and all the way across the world. Yeah, it's really different, and the time differences and all that. But it's weird. I'd love to go out there though. That's a country I've always, like, since I'm a kid, I've wanted to go and visit. Will I ever get there? I doubt it, but I've always wanted to. I watch a lot of because of the actors strike and the writers strike. We're not getting a lot of North American productions of anything. I've been watching a lot of UK stuff, Australian, New Zealand. Like I've been watching a lot of your TV and stuff like that. So it's been very interesting. Lucas, again, he sounds like a creep who was hoping to find sexy photos of girlfriends on their phone. I mean, that's what it sounds like. Honestly, I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more like what I said. It's just a way for him to flex his dominant muscles, to over these young kids. He's in a role, he's in a position of power over them. And I think that's what it's about. I really do. He's done it before. Like Scotty Bowman used to play psychological games with the players, but not like that. Not in that way. It was different kind of psychological games designed to make the players hate him so that they would bond in the hatred of him and he'd get the most out of them. But he didn't play psychological games like this. I couldn't tell you. Maybe they were just as bad in a different way. I don't think so, though. They were bad, for today's standards, but not like this guy. This guy's just a creep, because I don't think, like, I think I heard something about him, like, putting it up on the screen, through Bluetooth, so everybody in the locker room sees the pictures. I mean, that's, when you don't know what's going to be on the damn phone, you don't do that. If I want to visit Sydney, best time is around August and September, drier than most other times of the year. Well, if I'm ever going out there, believe me, I'm going to plan it ahead and make sure I go at the right time. I actually have an ex-brother-in-law out there. My sister's ex-husband married an Australian girl we met here, and they moved back there. I don't know if he's living in Sydney. I think he might be. And he's got a business out there, and he loves it out there. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but last I did, he loves it out there. Lucas, he's a creep either way, right? Either he's a perverted creep or he's just like a psychopathic kind of creep. Oh, yeah. All right. So we're 2.5 minutes away from start of the game. So, and they start pretty quick once this broadcast starts. By the way, you can find it. I guess I didn't tell you, on YouTube, on the Habs channel and the Ottawa Senators channel. They both have a feed. On the Habs channel, it is French play-by-play. I don't know what's on the Ottawa channel. The other place you can find it is rds.ca. That's going to be French for sure as well, because I think the feed from here is from RDS. For the play-by-play. So I'm okay with the French. Like I understand, especially in hockey, I understand mostly what's going on, and the feed's about to start. But I'll do my own play-by-play and color commentary and shit like that. So they're doing the national anthem right now. That's what's up there. So we don't have long. I'm gonna get my headphones on, and we will. Man, these have this is a new set of headphones. They have the sound. What do they call that? It's really, really weird because you hear yourself weird. I got to get used to that. Sound canceling. I got it right, didn't I? I'm an old guy, so give me a break. Even though they are millionaires, they are still entitled to their privacy. They're millionaires, whatever, but they have emotions and feelings. And can have private things on their phones, of course. He's just a moron, and I hope it's the last we see of him. I think, without a doubt, he never gets hired again. If he's going to coach, he's going to have to go to like the KHL or Europe, somewhere in Europe. That's maybe they'll let him coach. He's done in the NHL and minor leagues and stuff. North America, he's done as a coach. Joe, pronounce Canberra. Yeah, I noticed that from watching. What was I watching recently? That they referred to Canberra a lot of times. So, and I can't remember the show. I watched so many because out there, like you guys do, very short series, which is a season for us, but very short. I can go through that in a night, and then it's done. And I've been watching a lot of that, so I don't remember everything. It's perfect for 4 seasons photography. Well, Montreal's kind of like that. Ray always she barks when the start of the game. There's someone barking outside. Ray, no barking. No barking. She doesn't listen to me, by the way. I say that just because if I don't say it, I just feel like, well, you should say something. Face off, won by Montreal. They dump it into the dumped it behind the net. The goalie sort of gave it off to the defenseman, and he didn't handle it well. And there was a Habs player there, and he got a good opportunity for a goal. He didn't score, but that was a mistake there by the Sens. I don't know who won that face-off. It was a weird, but Montreal came up with the puck. Yeah, just skipped over the line on Parker Jones there. Sends it back up to the red line, and it gets kind of dumped in inadvertently to the Senators' corner. No ice. Goes to the other side against the boards. Ottawa comes up with it. And they get it out very uncleanly. Montreal steals it, gets back in, and then they give it away with a pass, centering pass. It's sent all the way back. No icing. I don't know why. Maybe it was a Montreal player that sent it back. A bad pass. Montreal's coming out. William Trudeau over the red line, dumps it in. It rings around to the other side, a half wall. Ottawa comes up with it from behind the net. One pass up and then out, but right to a Montreal the defenseman. In the neutral zone, Ottawa sends it back behind Montreal's net. Streamyard didn't handle that very well, but Montreal's got the puck. I have a list of the players' numbers. It's hard to do that. If I know the number already, I'll say it. Otherwise, it's Montreal. Sorry about that. All right. Mayu, who had to come out because of a bad pass to him out of the zone, sends it back in. Ottawa picked that up, though. At the half wall on the right side, they send it back behind the net. And guys, everybody goes to change up. So Ottawa defenseman has it behind his net, waiting for the change up guys to come out. And here he comes. A long pass up to the red line, intercepted by a Hab. Still gets into the Montreal zone, but they get it out over the red line, over the blue line with a pass. Where is it now? In the corner. Montreal still got possession up to the point. Partner. He comes down to the middle. A block shot. Had guy got it. Sent it over to the circle. There was a shot save. It's in the corner now. They're fighting for it along the boards. Who's going to come up with it? Montreal comes up with it. At the left circle to the point. Fake shot, and he took the shot. Back to the guy that faked the shot, sends it into the along the boards. That's McKay to the point with a shot. He can hit somebody. Puck comes out though. Montreal gets possession, just throws it right back in. In the corner, Ottawa's got it. They send it up to the line. Intercepted by Montreal. They send it back. In the corner. Habs have it, but Smilanic, he lost it there. Ottawa, they lobbed it out to the neutral zone, but Montreal sends it back in, and it sort of bounces back out to an Ottawa player. He loses it, though, at the red line. Habs send it in. Ottawa picks it up behind his net. Up to the point where Montreal's got it. Nice little pass into the circle. Then up to the very, very high slot. He took a shot. I think it went wide. Back to the point. Montreal still in possession. Trudeau sort of breaking in there, gives it to the guy behind the net. He sort of does a wraparound kind of attempt to hit somebody. Goes back up to the point and stolen there by Ottawa. Breakaway, sort of. Shot on Spooner, makes the save and hangs on. Shot from the left circle. Even he made the save. Still, I found a little bit shaky. He dropped the puck at his feet. He covered up. It was okay, but I feel he's a little shaky. He's on a tryout, Spooner. Lucas, yeah, but I'm in my room Door closed. I'm okay. I fear I'm talking too loud, but it probably works for this anyway. Yeah, it's Spoonar. Jan Spoonar. He's a tryout from the WHL, I want to say, and he's a Czech national goalie. That's all I know about him. There's 3 guys on this team that are on tryouts. He's one. All right, back to the play. Okay, the puck. Ottawa's got it in their own end. They just send it out, send back in, and back out. Up along the boards. This guy missed the pass, so it goes behind the net. No icing. Picked up by a Habs defenseman. Mayu, it looks like. Gives it off to his partner. Gives it back. Mayu sends it up to the blue line. Missed the pass, though, and it goes all the way to the corner. But it touched the guy, so no icing. Ottawa has it, though. Try to get it out. They do. They send it all the way into Montreal's corner. No icing because he was over the blue line. Montreal gets it. Coming out over the red line. Passed up to the blue line. That guy had it there, and he tripped over the Ottawa stick. But no tripping call. I don't know. That guy gets a shot from the low slot, and I think he missed the net. Anyways, there's a whistle because there is a whatever that is, a tripping call. Oh, did they finally call the tripping? Maybe that was a delayed penalty. It might have been a delayed penalty because that should have been a tripping call. The guy was holding the stick. That guy trips over it. That's tripping. So I thought an Ottawa player had touched it after, but obviously they hadn't, and it was a delayed tripping call. All right, 14:30 left in the first. There's no score. Face off to the left of the Ottawa goalie, won by Montreal. It's back at the point. Trudeau gives it off. Farrell back to Trudeau. At the point, goes up to the circle. He goes in. He's at the half wall. Tries to get it back to Farrell, but it got intercepted by Ottawa. They send it all the way down to the goalie. He quickly gets it up to Farrell at the blue line. Farrell carries it over the red line, over the blue line, but goes through 2 guys and loses the puck. So Ottawa with it. A long pass up to the blue line, missed. I don't know how that's not icing. Must have hit somebody. I didn't see it. Montreal with it. Trudeau back because they're on the power play. So you know how it's happening. Next sends it cross ice. Guys got it at the half wall. Back to the point. Back to Beck. Drops it for Farrell. Back to the point. Back to Farrell, who's at the point. Shoots. Nice shot. Went through the defender's legs. Goalie made the save. Sent it to the corner. It's behind the net now. Montreal with possession. In the corner. They're fighting along the boards. Hab guy came up with it, and then he was taken down heavily into the boards. No call. Hab still have it. Farrell from the circle takes a shot. And I think it went off the goalie and out, or off the defender's stick. So we'll have a face-off there. Awesome. This game is a good game. I'm enjoying this game more. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Nobody said anything. So how's the play-by-play? Am I doing okay? Talking too loud? Any criticisms? Let me know. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing better than normal. Maybe not. Here's to a Habs win. No score in the game, though. 12:55 to go in the first. I don't see a shot clock on this, so I can't give you the shots. I just get score and time. Kidney sends it up to the goalies behind the net. They're fighting for it behind the boards. Behind the boards, behind the net, against the boards. Comes up to a player in the circle, up to the point. Mayu shot. Okay, he hit the post, I think. Nice wrist shot by Mayu. And then hit the post and went out. They're going to show it on the replay. I'm not sure where it hit. I can't tell. It hit something and went out. I think the post, and I can't tell what they're saying in French. And the feed is a little blurry and not great, and I couldn't see it. They face off. It comes all the way down. I don't know if the Ottawa player won and then sent it down. Probably what happened. Um, but the penalty's over, and that's an icing call. Face off. Is it going to be to the right of the Ottawa goalie? I guess won by Ottawa. Kind of even though, but they have the puck. They send it up to the neutral zone. Not cleanly, but they get it and send it into the corner. It's behind the net. Spoonard tries to dish it off, gives it away. And they do nothing with it. Montreal's got it, sends it out up to the blue line. I don't know who that is. There's a shot. Nope. A centering pass got intercepted. Ottawa gets it out, but Montreal has it again at the red line. Fired in. Goalie stops it behind the net. Ottawa picks it up. Player picks it up, and they get it out over the red line, but lose it just over the red line. Nice interception by the Habs player. Parker Jones with a shot. I think the goalie just sent it into the corner, or it was wide. I couldn't tell. It's really hard to tell with this feed. It's dark and a bit blurry. As I said, going into this game, it's probably going to be pretty even, and it is. So I got that right, not really knowing Ottawa's um, prospect pool at all, but I had to figure they'd be pretty good. Hey, Thomas, how you doing, man? Good to see you. At this time of year, it's good to see the people that aren't around all the time in the off season. Good to see you back, Thomas. I know you here and there, but it feels like it's been a while. All right, 10:32 to go in the first. No score. Ottawa's in Montreal's end. From the point, a shot, not a heavy shot, hit a Habs leg, but they still have it. Same guy, like he got his own rebound on that. And there is a penalty behind the scenes. Mitchell Martin of the Sens going off for something. I don't know what. I didn't see the ref do what it's. So I don't know what it is. Eric, hey Eric, how's it going? Happy Monday. Weird time, weird day, but we got a game. It's crazy. Man, this thing won't stay lit. It's Monday. Doesn't want to work on Monday. Ottawa wins the draw there. They send it right up to the blue line. Guy's almost in alone, and he shoots and scores. Ottawa up 1-0. Pfizer. Make the vaccine, and he scores. Apparently, that's his fourth goal in this tournament. The defenseman who released this guy with that pass, A1, put him in there all alone. One Hab in the area, but not close enough to do anything. And the guy just beat Spooner. What a nice shot. So, but the defenseman, whoever that was a good setup. Oh, Raw just hit the post. Oh, another chance. They want a goal. I can't. It's happening too fast. Reinbacher's out there. Raw into the corner to Beck. Beck over to Raw. Oh, Raw dishes it to the side. Shot. Hits somebody through traffic. Trudeau gives it back to Raw. He gets hit and gives it up. And puck goes all the way down. This is a good power play. Montreal wants a goal on this power play, and they almost got one twice. One thing's for sure, is a good prospect pool we got. Remember now, it's their third game together. They're starting to show a little more cohesiveness amongst them, and the play is much better. They're re-showing that beautiful one-timer by Raw. He hits the inside post to him, and it just boom out. If he get a fraction of an inch over, and that probably goes in. Instead, deflects the other way. That's what happens sometimes. Josh Wild looks good. I want to see what he looks like in preseason games because here, Josh Wild looks ready. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he's going to make the team, although I'm doing a video about it. It's in the works. I did the voiceovers. I got the editing and stuff. Won't be long. But he looks like he's close, if not ready. But if he doesn't play in the top 6 in Montreal, then he goes to Laval because he's a top 6 player. You can see the talent, the offensive talent. We need him there. Only when he's ready, though. All right. 8:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Ottawa. Montreal's come close. No cigar yet. Power play for these kids looks good. So I have a feeling power play in the near future is going to be a lot better in Montreal. If you're here, I know it's Monday afternoon. You could be in and out. Give a thumbs up on the way out if you had fun or enjoyed what you're seeing here. And consider subscribing. I'd appreciate that. And it's back to the game. Montreal breaking out of their zone. I don't know who that is. He gets over the blue line. Ottawa steals it back from him. They get over Montreal's blue line. And Montreal steals it back and then flips it out the neutral zone. Oh, into their zone. Picks it up there. Little move, Carlisle. But he gives it away. Montreal guy sends it behind the net into the other corner, up to the point. Nice pass. Nice pass from the guy at the point to the guy at the left circle. And a good shot, a good chance there. Goalie made a nice save, and now the puck just came out over the glass. I don't know if it hit anything, so there might be a penalty here. So Montreal might go back on the power play, but either way, we got a face-off coming up. I don't think there's a penalty, so it must have hit something or first. Really nice pass. I think that's Tourigny. Really nice pass by Tourigny. And he's bigger than I thought. I thought Tourigny was smaller. Tourigny's a pretty good defenseman. I don't know if he's NHL caliber, but in this setting, he's always been good every time I've seen him. Okay, Habs trying to break it out of their zone here. They do, but it's given away in the neutral zone, and that guy sends it right at the goalie. So Habs player behind his net now. A couple guys changing up. And here we go. Might be Reinbacher. Dishes it off to the blue line, but not a good pass. And we got a icing call against Montreal. Miller looked good last game. They won 4-1. It was 4-1, but Miller looked good, yes. Quentin Miller, definitely. I didn't know anything about him. Didn't know what to expect, but I thought he was really good. Now, you got to remember, Boston team not as good as the Buffalo team. So you can't look and say, well, he was better than Dobish because Dobish was good in the Buffalo game. The defense wasn't. And you saw that. I think the defense was a lot better against Boston. But Miller looked good. A shot by Reinbacher. Nice shot. Goalie made the save. The rebound came out. And I think the Habs player got like a weak shot at him, and he covered it up, and we'll have a face off there. If you're out there, you want to say something, please do in the chat because I'm doing all of that. Talking to you guys in the chat, doing the play-by-play color commentary. I'm just a one-man band. Only thing I can't do is I can't show the video or play the audio from this. Montreal's got it in their zone. Mayu in the corner gives it off, starts to skate back, gets it at the half wall, gives it up to the point. Meshar over to the other side. Shot comes in. Goalie makes the save through traffic. And we got a little pushing and shoving there. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie, I think. We're playing the Senators. I find that in the NHL, Senators seem to beat us when we, so many times. Like, I hope that's not what's going to happen here. But, these games don't mean anything, win-loss kind of thing. It's how they're playing. They're getting evaluated. They want to know what the coaching staff wants to know what they got to work on this season and stuff like that. That's what this is about, because I don't believe there's a winner to these tournaments. You play the games. We'll see if there's a winner. Maybe it just goes by record, who has the best record. But I don't think there's any playoffs or anything like that. I believe the tournament's over today once these games are played. And honestly, couldn't tell you what anybody else's record is. All the other teams. I've only been following the Habs. That's it. So I don't know that. I should have checked that, though. I don't know, though, if they're keeping tabs on that. I don't know where to find that anyway. Habs one, breaks it in, stops at the half wall, fires it around the boards to the other side. It's against the boards now behind the net. Parker Jones gets it, sends it up to the blue line, but not a great pass. Comes out. Guy picked it up at our blue line. Habs still have possession. Yes. But at the blue line, Mishak kind of loses it there. And the Ottawa guy sends it into Montreal zone behind the net, where they kind of win it along the boards. Bad angle shot hits the side of the net. Montreal picks that up. And they get it up to the blue line and out, but like given away. So now they're fighting for it, and they get it back. Parker Jones over there, blue line. Sort of almost lost it, gets a shot, like directed to the net, but was wide by a good bit. It came out. Montreal picked it up just over their blue line. That guy got taken down into the boards. Puck is in. Montreal with it. Oh, nice little move by 86. I don't know what his kidney. A nice little move, but they lose the puck to Ottawa. They get it out, thrown into Montreal's end from the red line, and that's going to be an icing call. I guess he was right at the red line, but on the wrong side of it. So we'll have a face-off to the right of the Ottawa goalie. I see Reinbacher is out there. Trudeau with Reinbacher. Nice pairing there, Trudeau and Reinbacher. Apparently, Trudeau's a real leader in the room. Trudeau's got potential. There's a lot of guys ahead of him that have talent too, but Trudeau's got potential. I could see if he doesn't fit in here and there's no room for him here in the next couple of seasons, he's going to be a good trade piece because I think Trudeau's got NHL talent. And he's a leader out there. He's wearing the C, and apparently, according to the players, he deserves it. So, all right, Ottawa wins the draw there, and it was to the other side of the goalie. Habs steal it away. Oh, Trudeau kind of breaks in there on the side of the net. He can't get a good opportunity. Wraparound try. And he gets two shots at it, but the puck comes out. Montreal still with it. Sent in from the half wall behind the net. They still pick it up. Centered. Guy couldn't pick it up. Puck comes all the way out. Montreal's got it in their own zone, though. Sent up to the blue line. To Kidney. Shot. Saved by the Ottawa goalie. He'll hang on, and we'll have a face-off. Outrage. We wouldn't agree on that. I can tell you that right now from the way you said that. We wouldn't agree on that because I believe that the other way than you believe. And let's leave it at that because I don't want to get political and I don't want to know your political leanings, to be honest with you, because they're different. And it's so divided today. I still want to know because it makes enemies of people now. Better off we don't talk about politics. But this Trudeau, no relation to the other one, is a leader in the room and appropriately so by the name. Ha ha. All right. Plays at Montreal's end right now. Behind the net, Ottawa with it in the corner. They lose it there. Montreal, little Struble with a nice little move to get away from the Ottawa guy, but gives it away in the end. Montreal comes up with it somehow over the line. Who's that? Oh, it's Jack Eye gives it off, and that guy breaks in on the left side, gets I think a shot on the goalie. The rebound came out to the point. Now it's in the corner. And Kidney and Mayu kind of team up and get a really good chance there. I didn't see all the way. Goalie made the save and he hangs on. We'll have the face up. Okay, outrage. It came out the wrong way. Awesome. I feel a lot better. And you know what? You are right. There could be a joke in there, but I wouldn't be a joke I would make, is what I'm saying. But I get what you're saying. But I'm glad to see that. Anyways, like I said, I don't really want to know people's leanings these days because you never know who. There's no agreeing anymore. That's what I'm saying. So if you don't talk politics, there's no problem. Last minute of play in the first period, it's 1-0 Ottawa. Montreal's come close a number of times. If they can keep that up, they'll pop a goal in there, and maybe the floodgates will open. But Ottawa, not a bad team. I didn't know any of these players. Not a bad team. We got a stoppage of play in Montreal zone with 33 seconds left. And we'll have a 10, I don't know if it's 10 or 15-minute intermission. So we can talk about the first period. Yeah, Florian's playing on line 2 on the right wing. So he's in a top 6 role. And he's had a couple of chances out there. Like, I don't know if I'm impressed, but I'm not, like, disappointed, you know? They put an ad, a non-skippable ad, nothing you can do. All right, we're back. It's in Montreal zone. Ottawa sends it behind the net. I don't know why he guy would do that. There's a chance at the side of Montreal's net there. Behind, oh, that's the end of the period. It's 1-0 Ottawa after 1. And the screen will go silent for about 10 or 15 minutes until they come back. I can take these off now. I can hear properly. Look at that. It's not all muffled. Wow. All right. What round was Florian drafted in again? I want to say fourth or fifth round. I'm not positive if it was the fourth or fifth. Could be the sixth even, but in that range there. Because I know it was I can't even remember his name, the goalie. Oh, don't get old because like this happens. But the goalie, Jacob. It's his last name. I can't. It starts with an F. I know that. He was in the third round. The fourth, fifth, and sixth. I'm not sure the order, but Jack Eye was in there. He wasn't seventh. I don't think he was sixth. So I'm going to say fourth or fifth. Anybody out there know that? What round Florian Jack Eye got taken? Fowler. Thank you, Outrage. It started with an F. It happens. That happens to me so much. It could be this. I don't know. But it happens to me a lot. The older I get, you get these little. You just blank out on it, like a name or a word. Anyway, and Lucas, there are pool plans for the season, and no, I'm late on that. As a matter of fact, I put a note here um, for tomorrow to work on fantasy pools. So what I'd like, I guess I can announce that right now. Anybody here interested? We're gonna have two fantasy pools. They're gonna be both head to head this year. The points one, I didn't like the way it went. Um, if you want to be involved in that, my email address is talkinghabs@gmx.com. Send me an email there saying I want to be in the pools, and then I'll send you a link and okay to go once I got it all set up. So if you're interested in being in the pools, I don't know what the prizes are going to be right now, to be very honest with you. Um, yeah, let me drop me a line, let me know, and I will send you a link once they're set up, which is going to happen soon because we're less than a month away from the game. I have a feeling we'll be doing a draft. I believe on the 8th is a Sunday. That's usually the best day for everybody. I think we're going to do the draft. We're going to do it live. It usually takes about an hour, a little bit more maybe to do the draft. We're going to do two of them that day at different times. That's all the plans I've got so far worked out for the fantasy pool. And I apologize because I usually do this, set it up started a little earlier, and I don't know what happened this week. But we'll get it done. Did I miss something? No. Montreal looks not bad that period, but unable to score. I wouldn't say not bad. No, I thought Montreal looked pretty good there. Unable to score, but not without the chances. They had a lot of good chances. They might have come up against a hot goalie. That happens. I don't know the goalie. I don't know anybody on that team. But Montreal got some really good chances in there, especially on the power play. Power play looked good. The future of Montreal's power play is down there, and it looks good. So, and that's without Hudson. So, Lucas, yeah, I know, but send me the email anyway, because I don't want to leave you out because I go in there and just forget you told me that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. Joshua Wah, is that the name we're going to give him? Wawa? It's a lot easier to look good out there. He had that one timer where he hit the post, and in general involved, in the offense on the power play. So you could see a future power play player there in Joshua Wah. AJ Fed, looking at the forwards, I don't see any with top end talent in the NHL. Maybe a few third, fourth liners. Nothing impressive in my opinion. I think you're wrong in that. I think Joshua Arwa has that potential. Not saying he's going to hit that. I'm not saying he's elite, but I think this guy is going to be a good producer and whatever. I do agree with you. We need that right now. That's the one thing that's missing is that big name guy. Like you could say Mitch Collins, that's what you want to go there. But they got to work on that now. But listen, those guys, you get one of those guys from the UFA market. That can happen, and with Carey Price's money, that'll always be available till in the next 3 years. That's what they'll use to do that when they're ready. So you can get somebody that way, and I'm sure they're going to start drafting, looking for those guys. Because defense is pretty much set up, so they don't have to concentrate as much on defense. They need to, you got Jacob Fowler there as a potential number one goalie of the future, but you want other guys that are going to push them to that, and then maybe they'll win it. So you got to figure they're going to look at goalies and forwards pretty heavily in the next few drafts. I got to think. All right, we ran out of stuff to say. Look at that. So listen, 26 people out there. Yeah, ask something. You want to talk about something? You want to say something from the first period? Hey, just type it in, and yeah, let's talk about it. We got about 10 minutes. till they come back. 5 to 10 for sure till they come back. So we got time, and I don't really have much it's still not a lot of news going on, till the training camp start, which is coming up. Um, Training camp start, I think, in 6 days. We're on the 18th, and I believe they start on the 23rd, so 5 days. All right, 5 days, 5 days. So we're really close to that. Um, we're a week away from the first preseason game. So next Monday we got a preseason game. Wednesday, and then Friday and Saturday. So 4 games next week. So we start, preseason. It is preseason, but it's still we get a good look at these kids against NHL type talent. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Paul, how's it going? I don't know that I've seen you out there before. Welcome to the channel, or at least to the chat. Roy gets better and better each year. He does. He will continue to get better. He's going to be a gamer. He looks like if he's not ready, he's really close to being ready to make the jump. So I don't think there's a room for him on the top 6 to start the season. So he's going to go to Laval and play big minutes there in top 6 role and get better. And that's going to be great. So by the time he does get here, I think we'll see pretty good player. He looks like he's got those offensive tools, and as far as the two-way game goes, he's really improved that way. And I think this is a kid that's got a pretty good 200-foot game. Developing there. Definitely got the shot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this kid make it to the NHL. And for I think I don't know where exactly they drafted him, but he wasn't a high round draft. He was they got him late in the draft. Pretty good pick to make, Yeah, Paul. I mean, I don't think there's room here. Like, there's a lot of talent here. There's veterans here that kind of they got to move if they can. There's no spot for him, right now, and I don't think he's ready to be on like the first line right wing with Suzuki and Caulfield. And that's kind of he's going to be on a first line, second line role, I would think, for Joshua Rock. Right now, looking at it right now, that's what I see. So, if he's not going to play that breaking and when they break camp, then he should go to Laval, 100%. Roy and Beck should make team by next season. I tend to agree with that. And at very least, the season after. I don't think more than that. But I tend to agree with that, that they will be in some kind of a semi-regular role, at least. And next season. Like, I think there could be a bunch of kids like that are playing here in this game that could be ready in the next 2 seasons here to be on the team. How many of them will do that? I don't know. There's only a certain amount, there's only so many jobs available, but we'll see. But the prospect pool looks pretty good. And it's nice to see because we haven't had a good prospect pool like this in a long time. I haven't seen one in a long time for the Habs. We've always been the poor cousin, Let the guys cook in Laval as long as they need to. We have time. Exactly. They're not rushing anybody. Or I'll say it this way. They're not going to rush anybody that they believe is going to be here long term if developed properly. Then they're not rushing that guy. Mayu, Reinbacher, they're not rushing him. Even Beck, you're not rushing those guys, right? If Beck makes the team, it's because he's ready to make the team. It's not because, we need a center, because they can work it out. There's enough centers, already here. They can work that out. They wouldn't have to put him in there to replace Dvorak unless they felt he's ready for that, So, yeah, they're not rushing players like they used to. Because that never works. I mean, it rarely works that you rush a guy and he takes to it and thrives. Lose Dvorak and Armia by trade deadline. That would be awesome. And it's not a knock on Dvorak. And I think Dvorak, that's a definite possibility. It's Armia. Depends where does he play. If they waive him and he goes to Laval, forget about trading him. His value will be nothing. So you're not going to, you won't be able to, which is fine by me. I don't mind if they bury him there for the remainder of his contract. He just shouldn't be playing here. There's too many young kids that can deliver you more than he can give you to justify him playing here this season, in my opinion. Unless, listen, and I don't know if I would trust this, but camp happens and Armia looks like Mario Lemieux, like he looks every 12 games, and he looks like that for every game he plays. I don't know that I trust it, but it would get him started. He'd start the season and then frustrate us But I would hope, as in trade deadline time comes and they get rid of Armia, wow, that would be awesome. I just hope he doesn't play here till trade deadline time. But like with Dvorak, listen, he's valuable kind of center. He's a valuable two-way defensive center, good third-line center, good at face-off circle. He's valuable. It's just he's not healthy right now, so can't move him right now. Paul says he wasn't suggesting that Raw make the team this year, brother. I just said he's going to be a gamer. Third line, possibly second line. I don't think I thought you said that. What I said was just from me. No, I agree with you. He's a gamer, and he's going to play here in Montreal. It's just where is his ceiling? We don't know that yet, right? But I think even if he hits the floor only or a little above, he's still going to be an NHL player because he's got NHL tools. So, yeah. So, yeah, a third line role could be where he ends up. But, we don't know that yet. That's all. Should be coming back anytime soon now for the second period. Just waiting on that. It usually happens real quick. Just comes back. They're dropping the puck. If you hear any noise in the background, by the way, there's some construction going on just a little down the street from me. So I don't think it gets through my mic, but I don't know. I hear it. That's for sure. But it is afternoon and they work for till 3:00. So we're stuck with it. All right. Whatever else you guys want to talk about, 30 people in the room. In case you're going to leave soon, please give a thumbs up on your way out. If you at least, if you enjoyed what you're seeing, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I do all the Habs games all season. And I'm here for all that. As you can see, this is a nothing game, really. And it's a Monday afternoon. I'm here doing the game. So my goal is to get all the preseason games, all the regular season games. I doubt they make the playoffs this year, but I'll probably do some playoff games. I'll probably follow the Leafs again to watch them lose, like we did last year or this last season. I think Mayu will tear it up in Laval, but needs to work on D. Even tearing it up in Laval. It depends on what your idea is of tearing it up. And I imagine it's offensively. He's got the tools for that. There's no doubt. Power play, that shot. He'll put up some points. It's the defense. If his defense is that bad, he's got a lot of work to do. So he might be giving up as many goals as he's scoring and points he's getting. That's what I mean. So I don't know if that's tearing it up when you know what I mean? Offensively, yeah, I expect that he'll do well. But it's the defense is really going to offset that. It's not. But here, this tournament, listen, he's gotten a little better already, so he's definitely coachable and he can improve. There's no doubt. But he's got to work on that. And this tournament kind of I think kind of really exposed him to that, right? I mean, now in this tournament, remember, he's playing against like much better caliber players all around on the team, right? Instead of in junior, where yeah, there's some good players on each team, but it's not like every player is a top prospect or anything. You know what I mean? So it's a step up in level of competition, I guess that's what you'd say. And the first game wasn't good, but he has shown improvement, and I like that. You know, this kid's got potential. Paul, it is kind of a mystery, but I don't know. I mean, the mystery is in that there's a lot of talent here, and how's it going to shake out, you know, over the next 5 years or so, right? To me, that's the only mystery. But as far as, I mean, there's like with the rebuild, you can see what they're doing. They're back. So, told you they go quick. Montreal wins the draw. Puck is in the Ottawa zone, but Montreal does not have control along the boards. I think talking about to Roy, he did something with it. I didn't see what happens. Uh, Ottawa gets it out over the line for Montreal. Guy loses it. Nope, stands behind the net. Montreal picks it up there at the half wall against the wall. They lose it to Ottawa. Shot from the left circle. I think that went wide. Montreal with it now. Beck passes out over the line. Somebody broke his stick, so kind of turned over there, but then Ottawa turns it over. Montreal guy sets it down the ice, no icing because it didn't go far enough. And Ottawa sends it back up to the red line. Over the blue line, cross ice pass, hit a half stick. They bring it out and stolen away by Ottawa. They dump it in behind the net right now. It came up along the boards to the half wall. Montreal, I don't know how it got to the net again. Montreal picks it up there. Here is, I think, Bashar over the line, dishes it off to the right, shot, and a save by the goalie. He's well positioned. He tracked it well. And we'll have the face off there. Outrage, absolutely. And the defense is it's set as far as they've got the players, they've got the pipeline that's good, and for a little while yet, right? So yeah, that's pretty set. Um, that was Novak. Novak from the left circle got a shot. I don't think he hit the net. I don't know what happened there. They're buzzing around the net, but they just gave it up to the Ottawa Senator guy at the circle. Gets out to the red line, and they get it into the Habs zone, but they go change up, and Montreal's coming out. Meshar goes into the corner along the boards there. Who's there with him? Two guys with him. Where's the puck? Puck came out, but went over the glass. Now we got a fight going on. Jackeye and Plattenberg. Jackeye went down first, but he got up right away, threw a punch, and they stopped it. But almost reminiscent of his brother. No surprise. The only fight I saw so far in these 3 games, Florian Jackeye. You know, if the kid's got the talent, he's probably going to make it as a fourth liner here. Going to be a tough fourth liner. Imagine you got two Jackeyes that you might have to fight and play the Habs. That would be something. But I mean, I like what I've seen from him. He looks like he can play, and he's tough, and a good combination. He's not top six material, probably only fourth line material, but gotta have fourth line players, and you want the best. And if he can be that, that'd be pretty awesome. We got some kind of delay going on here. Timeout? I don't know. 17:54 left in the second. Still 1-0 Ottawa. I guess because of the fight, they're trying to figure out what they're doing. But since they don't show a penalty clock and they're announcing it in French, I might not understand all of it. We might not find out what happened. For that, I apologize. Face off, Montreal comes up with the only penalty because it's 5-on-4. Face off to the right of Spooner, won by Ottawa. They are on the power play. Back to the point. Shot. Well, that wasn't so. Was a save by good save by Spooner. Ottawa still with it. Guy loses it at the half wall. Montreal player sends it all the way back to the corner. I think it was Mishak. Somebody's chasing the puck carrier. He dishes off. Cross ice now. They're over the blue line. Back to the point. To the other side. A soft pass to the side of the net gets intercepted by Montreal and sent backward or back to Ottawa zone. It feels good on the throat. Almost 3 minutes on in the second period. Power play for Ottawa. Puck back to the point. Cross to his partner. Cross ice, circle to circle. Guy lost it though. Gets to the corner. Ottawa has it again. Back up to the point. To his partner. Howard comes into the circle. Spins, turns back, sends it up to the point. Shot. I don't think that got through. It's against the boards now. Ottawa get it back. Nope. Montreal off the glass and out. All the way down. Ottawa goalies standing there waiting. I think that penalty's almost over. Nice if they had a penalty clock. Ottawa dumps it in over the blue line. They go chase it down. Comes back to the point, but the guy has to come out. Hamara back up to the point, or I don't know what he did. Yeah, puck. I don't know how it got to the guy. Low slot, took a slap shot, and he was either wide or Spooner made a save. It didn't look like Spooner made a save. But anyway, no goal. I don't know. I don't understand why the damn feed is so bad. It's dark and kind of blurry. Like, why they don't have good cameras? I know it's not an NHL facility, but you'd think they have good cameras at least. Nope. So 15:34 to go in the second. Montreal looking for their first goal. They're over the line. Stolen away by Montreal. By Ottawa, excuse me. Ross steals it back, gets a shot, went wide. That came all the way down to Montreal's corner. Sent to the other side. Then they come out with a quick pass. Cross ice to a speedy winger. It was behind him. Bounced up ahead of him. Ottawa's got it. Oh, they gave it away right inside the blue line, but Montreal couldn't hang on to that. In their own zone, though, because of a long pass, stole that away, and they come back over the line, dishes it off to Novak. Novak gets a sort of manhandled. Puck is in the corner. Habs come up with it, though, and Ottawa steals it back against the boards and send it out. And now it's in Montreal's corner. Where's the puck? At the blue line, Reinbacher just sort of dribbled it over the blue line to get it out. Ottawa brought it back in. Up along the boards, it came out. Um, sorry, I was thinking about something. I got distracted there for a second. So we got 13:45 to go in the second. 1-0 Ottawa still. The puck was sent up to Ottawa blue line. Defensemen have it side to side, and then a little pass up to the red line, dumped it into Montreal's corner. Montreal player picks it up there, tries to send it up along the boards. Couldn't do that, went the other way with it. And it's Smolanik over the blue line, over the red line, over the other blue line. Loses it, trying to go in between two defenders, but there's also a whistle, so it must have been an offside. So we'll have face off at center ice. Nope, just over the blue line. I don't know why I thought center ice. It was an offside. Just over the blue line on the right side. And that is just outside Ottawa's blue line. They win the draw. Sent up to a guy at the blue line, but he was getting knocked out at the same time, so he got away. Yeah, we got gloves dropped. Who? McKay and Touring. Geez, there's a height difference between these guys. McKay, you got no chance, man. The guy's like 10 feet tall compared to you. He throws a late big punch, get one in there. So McKay is 6 feet. The other guy's 6'7". Height and reach advantage, man. Just keep him out of the way and punch. That's kind of what he did too. Outrage? No, I know. You expect Jack Eye, but hey, there you go. Happened anyway. I wonder what set that off, though. I didn't see it. I just saw some gloves drop, and it was on that side of the screen, and then they went to it. Oh, there's a fight. Gloves dropping like that. 12:58 left in the second. Face-off is to the right of our goalie, Spooner. Oh, I am hungry. I should have eaten lunch before. I did not because I'm an idiot. So now I'm hungry. Halfway through the game, just like during the regular season at night. Nothing changes, man. Habs in the well, nope, not for long. Ottawa brings it out. Sort of pops into Montreal's zone, and Montreal is able to get the puck out. Chasing after it over the blue line. John Parker Jones picks it up. He's in the corner. Guy all over him. And then somebody else picks it up off the boards. Kidney shot. Yeah, a shot by Mayu. Wrister from around the middle of the circle, and a good save by the goalie. Montreal is right into a hot goalie here. They're getting opportunities and they're getting shots and good ones, and this goalie is making good saves. It happens. Just, I thought I knew some of their prospects. No, never heard of any of them. So weird that I've never heard of any of them. Through the draft, when the drafts, I know other players than we draft, and I haven't heard of any of these guys. Weird. Anyways, they're up 12 minutes left in the second. They're up by one, or they're 1-0. Puck gets sent into Montreal's corner. Trudeau after it. He gets it up to he gets it up, bounces off a couple of guys, but they get it out. Just not cleanly. Gets sent back in. The goalie comes out and gets it out on his own. Risky. Two sends like coming down on him. He comes out of his net pretty far. Decision making might be a little off. Habs player over the line. Farrell dishes it to the other side. Shot went wide. wonder if they've had a lot of wide shots with some good chances. If they'd have been on net, again, another big chance there. If they'd have been on net, you'd think they'd have had a goal by now. But it seems like a hot goalie. Wouldn't shock me to see the way this goalie's playing. Wouldn't shock me to see a shutout here by them. I hope not, but nice pass by the defenseman there to Farrell to break him on this play. Nice pass. That was a long pass. Face off in front of left of the goalie, our goalie. Won by Ottawa, but now Montreal's got it. Can they get it out? They do, but not cleanly. Sort of give it away at the red line, but giving back. And now stretch pass up to the blue line. I missed it. Came back to the goalie, Ottawa's goalie. So Ottawa's in possession. They're about to break it out, but not cleanly because it rolled to a Habs. From behind his net, Luan up to the blue line, but it hit somebody. And an Ottawa player had it, but Novak intercepted, got down there. Puck got sent all the way back. Well, not all the way, before the goal line. So start over again. Habs over to blue line. Tried to center. Guy was in too tight, so he didn't get a good. Like the puck hit the net, I guess, or the goalie, but not on a good shot or anything. He had no room. Waiting for a face-off now. It'll be probably to the left of the Ottawa goalie. Right. We're just over halfway through this game. Ottawa wins the draw, but it went to the boards. Habs picked it up off the boards. They've still got it, but struggling to get free with it. Let's put it that way. They gave it away, and puck came out off of Habs stick, I think. Face off to the right of the Ottawa goalie. Won by, I guess, by Montreal. It went behind, but Habs picked it up, so I guess they won. Novak with a shot, glove save by the Ottawa goalie, so we'll have another face-off there. I think this time to his left. But I'm not sure. I think to the left. And, of course, I'm going to be wrong, and it's to his right. Habs win the draw cleanly this time, back to the point. Struble gives it up to the half wall. Parker Jones' shot was blocked. It's on the other side of the half wall against the boards. They're fighting for it. Habs pick it up. Kidney from the high slot. Scores! They tie it up. Riley Kidney with a wrist shot from the high slot beats this Ottawa goalie. And like I said, they'll get a goal. They got one. Let's see if they can get some more. Because, quite frankly, I find that they've had the better of the offensive chances, Montreal, a little bit more of it. They got to just keep this up. They'll score another one. They'll get ahead. Maybe they've broken the goalie. You never know. Sometimes when you get a hot goalie, you finally get a goal, it just opens floodgates, and it'll give up a couple more. We will see. They saw the center ice, won by Montreal. Drop back to the defenseman. He gives it up to the blue line, sort of. It gets sort of shoveled in there. Kidney couldn't hang on to it, so Ottawa picked it up and sent it back. No icing because it didn't go far enough. Habs, they get it off the boards, okay, into the corner, up to the circle, and then out. Whoever that was gloved it down behind them, whatever. They couldn't hang on to it. Ottawa gets it, sort of chips it. No, it doesn't get it out to the blue line. But Ottawa with it, now they get it over to the blue line. Nice play by the defender to push the guy off the puck, and the Habs have it come out. Reinbacher up to the line, Sent into the corner with 8:22 to go in the second period, 1-1. Habs have it in the Ottawa corner. Mishak, yeah, he can't. Two guys he's on him, and he couldn't pull it out. Puck comes out, but not cleanly. Mishak again gets it to the line and over. Mladic with a shot. Saved by the goalie. Deflection comes out. Habs have it, though. Backed up into their own zone. They send it up to the red line. Now over the blue line. That's Jack-Eye. Goes around the net. He was looking for someone, but his pass hit his skate. He gets it back, though. Does the Habs still have it? Yep. Not Jack-Eye with it now. Jack-Eye falls, so as it manages to send it into the corner. It's behind the net right now against the boards. And then the Ottawa player flips it out to the blue line where Strubal's there. Strubel to the point, shot by Luan, got through traffic, and the goalie makes the save, hangs on. There's a little pushing and shoving. Jack-Eye doing some of that. So we'll have a face-off there. Jack-Eye's having a good game, I think. I'm noticing him out there, and not for bad reasons. I'm noticing him had a couple of chances. He's some physical intimidation, I want to say. I like what I see from him. It's like I thought, though. It's a good character, though. That family has good character. These two brothers, they're gonna be good. They're gonna give you the best that they have, and they're gonna get better. And I think that, having not seen him before, I'm impressed by him so far in this tournament. Not like top 6 impressed, but I'm impressed that he could be an NHL player. Anyways, he's out 2 minutes for roughing, so penalty kill is on for Montreal. I don't know what happened there, but that was almost a goal against. Habs player just flipped and rolled over. Anyway, it's outside the blue line, comes back in, sends it back out. But Ottawa's picked that up. They send it back to their zone. Defender brings it up at the red line. I don't know who that was. Parker Jones knocked it off the guy's stick, went into their corner. They got it again. Over the blue line, over the red line, over our blue line, sent into the corner. That was Pfizer. Where's it now? Behind Montreal's net. Habs player sends it up along the boards and out. Ottawa player tracks it down. His pass goes off the ref's skate. So that Habs player was there. He almost got a breakaway after that, but didn't. It's back in Montreal's end. Stolen or intercepted by Montreal in the slot, sent all the way back. So Ottawa's got to regroup. I think there's some changing up just happened. They're going to regroup. Here they come. Up the right side, Walensky breaks in. I think too late. He broke in there too late. So with a bad angle shot, went through the crease, I believe, onto the other side, and I think the puck went over the glass. I think. He just said what it was, and I didn't understand. Outrage, awesome. I mean, Arbor is just a fan favorite. How could you not cheer for a kid like that? If you don't cheer for him, it's because you like other teams and don't like the Habs, or you got a chip on your shoulder for some reason. But his story is amazing. It's a great story, and he's got a great character. He's tough. We've needed a player like Arbor for a long time, and if we can get another one like that in there on the fourth line, awesome. Approaching the 5-minute mark left in the second period. Still a 1-1 tie. I don't know if the power play is still on. I think it just ended because, because Jack Eye just got out there. So Jack Eye gets the boards trying to win that. Comes out. But Ottawa's got it. Now Jack Eye does. He comes, his pass over, comes out. He gets the pass, dumps it into the goalie. Goalie gloves it and hangs on. We'll have a face off there. Some more pushing and shoving. Arbor Jack Eye involved. Him and this guy Stewart on Ottawa. They don't like each other already, I can tell. At least not in this game. Jack Eye goes off the ice, and the Stewart kid stays out. Face-off is to the right of the Ottawa goalie. Roy taking the face-off. Ottawa wins that one. Struble kept that puck in though. Shot from the high slot. I think it went wide. I don't know if it did. I think it was Mayshard too. Mayshard with it behind the net. Lost it. It's against the boards. Habs player picks it up, gives it off to somebody. Farrell fires it behind the net. I don't know how it got to the front of the net. There's a little chance there. Puck comes out though now. Ottawa sent it out. Montreal's got it in their own zone though. They bring it out over their line, red line, and then their Ottawa blue line. Gives it off to Roy. Shot from the circle. Was that Roy? It wasn't Roy. Mayu from the circle. Hits the post. Hits the post with his wrist shot. Puck comes all the way back. Damn it. And we'll have an icing? Oh, how's that icing? I thought it hit the post and then came back, but I guess Ottawa players shot it back. So we got an icing call. We'll have a face-off in front of the Ottawa goalie. Once again, that's the third, maybe fourth time Montreal's hit the post in this game. Habs win the draw. Comes back to the point. Reinbacher evades a defender, sends it into the corner. It's against the boards there. Who's going to come up with it? Ottawa does, unfortunately. Off the boards. Mayu kept it in, but not for long. It comes just out in the neutral zone. Kidney up to the line and over. William Trudeau's got it. Bad angle shot, but no score. Big save there by Spoonar. 3 minutes to go. Still 1-1. Is really they're pretty even, these two teams. So these two prospect pools are quite even. Oh, fight going on behind the Montreal net. Clattenburg for Ottawa. And I don't know who for Montreal. Oh, it's McKay again. McKay taking on somebody else. Let's take on somebody my own size. I don't know how big Clattenburg is, but look more his size. That's funny. All right. Anybody out there? Hi. I kind of figure some of you might be listening at work. So McKay to the box. Don't know if the other guy's going. Don't get enough information on a game like this. But we're waiting for a face-off. Habs have 4. Habs had 4, so they're not. It's not offsetting. But Ottawa looks like they've only got 4. But shouldn't that be offsetting penalties then, and then 5 aside? Or did they change that? I don't. It used to be that. Like I don't get what's going on now. Why am I confused? Why? Ottawa in their zone, in Montreal zone. Uh, a lot more open ice with 4-on-4. So have steal it at the boards, come out, pass gets away, but the guy picks it up. That's Roy. No, it wasn't. It was Turney, gave it to Smilanic at the circle. Smilanic gets a good chance there. Comes back out, Turney with it, waiting for guys to come out. He goes back in, breaks it at the net, and falls down, though. Was taken down, and there will be a penalty. So he didn't. He had a good opportunity there. So Montreal will go on the power play again. Their power play has looked good so far, and I'm not sure if that goal was a power play goal or not. I don't think it was, but they came close a bunch of times on the power play already. Let's see if they do that. Yeah, that's tripping, no, or interference. It's either interference or tripping. That penalty. Face-off is to the left of the Ottawa goalie. Won by Montreal. Back to the point. Yeah, it's 4-on-3. Lots of open space now. Farrell back to Reinbacher, back to Farrell. Up to the guy at the side. Beck. He had a shot blocked by the goalie. Given away at the blue line by Reinbacher, but he steals it back. Goes into the corner, picks it up. I got to take this call. Hang on, guys. Sorry, everybody. I had to take that. That's about my dad at the home where he is. Very important. So I apologize. I hope I didn't lose anybody. So we got 18 seconds left here in the second. Not no score. No goals happen. Um, are they? Habs are on the power play. They got a chance. Oh, almost running out of time though. They don't do something real soon. Period's gonna end. They took the time away there. So I don't know, but there's some pushing and shoving, stoppage of play. Mayu's involved. Yep, Mayu's involved this time. All right. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry. That call was about because I've had this appointment. I got to sign some papers and it's been canceled twice. And she just called me back to reset up. So I apologize. and it's on Wednesday. So I might not be able to do Wednesday's show because of that. I don't know if I'll be back in time, but I still might. We'll see. So the period's over. We've got an intermission. So another 10, 15 minutes. So it's a 1-1 tie after 2 periods. Montreal and Ottawa prospects. And it's been a good game so far. These two teams are pretty close, like I had thought. But like I said, I wasn't sure. Okay, Ray, I don't know if you know that voice. I couldn't hear it, but she's probably barking because she recognized somebody's voice out there. All right, so we've got, like I said, this 10, 15 minutes. Whatever you want to talk about. What did you guys think of the game so far, of this period, of Florian Jacky? What do you guys think so far? I don't know how many shots, so to talk about the goalies, I just know the Ottawa goalie's been hot. I don't know how many shots Ottawa's had against Spooner, but I mean, he's only given up 1 goal as well. So, but he, to me, seems a little bit shaky, but he's got, maybe that he got through that and he's better. But at the beginning, he seemed a little shaky. Mayshar looks good today. Yep. I mean, the team in general, right? 3rd game. So these guys have played together and practiced together now for like a little bit. And you can see that, there's more cohesion. They've meshed a little bit, already, and looking much better that way. So, yeah. By the way, Peter, I don't know if I've seen you before, but if not, welcome to the channel, and at very least, welcome to the chat. Ottawa putting up more of a fight than Boston. Yes, Ottawa obviously a better prospect pool, which of course, right, because they have been on the lower end of the league for the last little while. Like Buffalo, they've had good draft picks, and you're seeing the result of that, which is also the same thing for Montreal. Mayshar and Kidney look good today. Yes, Kidney definitely does. I love Kidney. I'm noticing Kidney more than Mayshar, and Kidney's got more chances. But Mayshar's been there too, and just not the quality of the chances, or I guess, are not the same exactly. But you're right, both looking much better today. Josh Waugh is looking great. Who else now is standing out for me? Well, William Trudeau, Miguel Tourigny having a really good game, 93, having a really good game. McKay there, showing his toughness, although he's not a big guy, but showing some toughness. See, Mitchell's should crack the Sens lineup. Who should crack the Sens lineup? Did you forget to put somebody's? Oh, there's one up above there. Ottawa, undrafted Pfizer. What do you mean undrafted? How do you undraft somebody? And he should crack the Sens lineup. Pfizer, yeah, Pfizer has that goal. Doesn't he have a goal? He was involved in the first goal. Anyway, yeah. But from what I understand, though, it's a question of whether has time to play, or he's working on the next vaccine. I'm not sure. I'm going to stop using that joke now. Isaac says Trudeau and Reinbacher look super good. Trudeau's skating has dramatically improved. It's a good pairing. Crazy how people seem to take runs at Jacky, but nobody really wants to toss the mitts with him. Florian needs to try and stay out of the box. I mean, yes and no. In a game like this where you're being evaluated, I think he's doing fine playing on offense. He wants them to know that he's tough and all that, and I think it is part of what he's got to do. He's got 4 penalties in the tourney. So what? That's the type of game he plays, though. So I'm okay with it. It hasn't really cost them, and it hasn't cost them in this game. So, yeah. Reinbacher, to me, looking good out there. Still not great yet, but that's fine. I mean, the kid's 18, that's fine with me. Besides, I don't think he's not making the Habs this year. It's pretty much set in stone. Reinbacher is going to be going back to Switzerland after the training camp, to play with his team there, and rightly so. I think he should develop there one more season, and then next season he'll either make the team or he'll play in Laval. Obviously, he won't go back to Switzerland then. But I think there's a good chance that Reinbacher, after another season in Switzerland, will make the Habs, and then we'll see that pairing of Hudson Reinbacher, which I think is what we're gonna see that pairing for a long time. As I hope. Oh wow, how did so many people get? We got so many. Hey, listen, before you all leave, because I'm not showing the game, please give a thumbs up if you enjoy the talk anyway. Otherwise, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Hard to tell. It's been so up and down with people in the chat. A lot for things like this. A lot of people come in to see if I'm showing the game. Although I don't really know why that would be today, though, because if you want to see the game, it's on YouTube elsewhere where they're showing it legally. I just can't do that. Mayu has the post down pat. Mayu hit the post once. Roy hit the post once, and somebody else, I believe, hit the post. Kidney, I think, might have hit the post. There were 3 posts hit by the Habs. So when you think of that, a fraction, like a little bit, and we could be up by 3 goals. So in that sense, Montreal's been better. They just haven't had the luck of that. And some games are like that. Just some games are like that. The goalie gets the luck, and the posts are his best friend, and that's why they say that. Didn't Gouli play in Laval? And look what that did for him. Yes, he did. He played in Laval for a season, I believe, and it did wonders for him. So there's nothing wrong with going to Laval. And Luca the other day on the broadcast made really good sense in that, listen, if they're not going to play big minutes here in Montreal, these guys that you're looking for to be offensive players here in the future, then they should be in Laval playing big minutes, as and developing better there. So, Gouli did that. Nothing wrong if any of these other guys do that at all. What are your thoughts on our forward depth? On defense, I feel like we're stacked with Hudson, Reinbacher, Trudeau, Mayu, etc. However, I feel like with our offense, we still need one more dynamic. I think we need more than one more. I think we need to draft probably a couple of guys like that to develop one more that way. And I think at some point when the Habs expect to make the playoffs or have made the playoffs in the next season, they're going to go big time on free agent. They'll spend money on, on an elite talent that way. I think that, and that gets you 2 more. So, yeah, I think that. And listen, defensively, they're set for a while. They've got guys that are going to be here next year and the year after. They got guys coming through that pipeline over the next little while. And if they draft good and develop well, they'll keep that pipeline open. They gotta find some elite offensive talent, and not just through UFA, because then you got to look for 2 or 3 guys, and you're not going to be able to afford that. But they can do one that way, and they got to find 1 or 2 more elite talent. They got some good offensive talent in the pipeline here in Montreal, but other than Cole Caulfield, who is definitely an elite goal scorer, Nick Suzuki, who is an elite talent, right now, that's the only confirmed elite talent we've got here, if you ask me, right? The other young kids, they got to prove that yet. So I don't know who is and who isn't. Some of these kids could turn out to be elite, and we don't think so right now, and vice versa. But I think Cole Caulfield's an elite goal scorer, right? I think that most people would agree with me that are Habs fans, at least, Cole Caulfield's an elite goal scorer. Now, there's still a small sample size with Cole, but I think we saw what he can do, and I don't think that changes. I think he's going to do that for many years. Paul says he doesn't think Gouli played in Laval. I think he did. Are you sure about that? I mean, I could check that. I just can't do it while I'm on. But check that just to confirm. But I did think Gouli played in Laval. Maybe I'm wrong. He didn't play like for a quarter season, a half a season in Laval. I'm pretty sure. Someone check on that for me, please. So we should be about halfway through this intermission. Third period's coming up. It's a tied game between two teams that are pretty well matched, like evenly talent-wise, you know. It's going to be interesting to see how this third period goes. The play's been good so far. I would hope that, you know, at least Montreal pushes for a win here, you know. I don't want them to think, well, it's just a tournament like this. We don't need to win. I want to see them push for a win, even though it doesn't matter if they do or not. Gooley played a few games. I think Gooley played, like I said, like a quarter of a season, 10, 15 games. That's my recollection of that. He only played 3 games in Laval? Wow, I thought he did play more. He got hurt while playing there. Maybe that's what happened. Anyway, that's fine. Listen, some players don't need to play in junior. Nick Suzuki did not. Neither did Cole Caulfield, even though he did play, 2-3 games. That's it. And then they finally called. They should have called him up before that and not put him there. But, you know, some players just don't need the AHL. And when you're drafting well, you probably get more players like that than, you know, obviously than other teams. We haven't had these good prospects in a long time to have a guy just jump like that and actually be successful like Nick was, you know? So, and then you're going to consider that for Caulfield, 3 or 4 games in the AHL. That's like jumping directly to the NHL. And Gooley, same thing, you know? And then playing well in their first years. Like, it's crazy. We ain't seen that in a long time. Gooley only played 3 games in Laval, COVID year. All right. I appreciate everybody that checked on that. I appreciate that. But at this point, if anybody's still checking on it, we got it. We know. Caden will be a star too. I believe so. Caden is a good, a guy who can come in his rookie year and play big minutes on line 1, even though it's a shitty team. That says something, you know what I mean? And Gooley's going to be, he's going to be a great player one day. And he's already a pretty good player. Now, it's his sophomore year coming up. Does he get hit by the sophomore jinx or not? We'll see. I don't think he will. But you never know with that. But, I mean, if he does, I wouldn't read anything into that, you know. A lot of players in their second year don't match up to the first year. But it doesn't mean anything necessarily. With some players, it does. With a lot, it doesn't mean anything. And I would suspect with Caden Gooley, if that happens, it doesn't mean anything. It's just a off year. Shouldn't be too long now. And like I said, it just pops up. It's on, and they're dropping the puck. So they don't give you any warning, and that's it. So I don't know exactly when, because there's no time running for that. And I don't know when it's going to be. But this has been fun. I'm glad I was able to get these games like this and do the game here on YouTube for you guys, because it's been a lot of fun. And it being the first 3 games of the season that we're doing, it's just been, it's been a good experience. I don't think I did this last year. I don't know why. I don't know if the Habs had it on YouTube, but if they did, it's because I thought, it's not worth doing. It was very much worth doing. Gooley threw his weight around against those grown-ups. Gooley is no problem playing against men, right? I mean, he's a young man, but you know what I mean. He has no problem at that age playing against experienced NHLers. He's only going to get better, you know? It's not, I don't see a kid who can come in and do what he did, and then that's his only good year. That's not going to happen. That doesn't happen. A kid who can do what he did should go on to a pretty damn good career. We need someone to help Jackeye. The division got oh, I mean, we do. It's not like Arbor's the only guy. Kirby Doc can fight and be tough. Kirby Doc can play a tough physical game. He showed it last year. They're about to come back. That's the screen changes a little bit. That's the signal. I bet you anything. But no, I don't think he's the only one. But listen, hopefully Florian will develop pretty quickly. But we got Doc, we got Pizzetta. I'm trying to think who else. There's other guys too. It's not all good young, but he can handle the big guys. He can handle the real heavyweights, and he can put fear in the opposition too. So he'll do his job. He says he's not worried about it. It'll be what it'll be, and he'll take it as it comes. That's what he said basically. So Lucas, you think only one of these games was on YouTube last year? That might have been why I didn't do it. But I mean, as they do this every year, I'll definitely do these. I like this is a good experience. Outrage says Monahan could scrap too. I don't want to see Monahan fight just in case he hurts his hip again. I really don't want to see that. I'd like to see Monahan really have a good season and contribute here with the kids in mentoring them a bit, and then at the trade deadline bring back a really good return. Because if he has a really good season, gotta figure he's going to bring back a good return in a first round pick plus, not just the first round pick. If he has that good season on a top six role, if he gets that, he might not get the top six role, but you got to think the Habs would want him to do that. I guess I was wrong about the screen changing being coming back. They didn't come back yet. Team toughness, man. Team toughness. Yeah, that's cool. I think in general, most of these guys aren't. That's part of the character thing and all that. And if you're not a fighter, there's somebody up on your line or on the ice that's gonna handle it or back you up or whatever. Lucas, I'm kind of about to do a video where I talk about that. Don't want to give it all away, but I've said it before. I haven't changed on that. If you go to my other page, I just started. It just came back up. Face off. Face off won by Ottawa. So my news off for 2 minutes. So Montreal's on the PK. But back in there, shot from the circle, save with a little rebound. Ottawa picked that up. So far, a good PK. And it's 5-on-4. Who's got it? I don't see the puck. Okay, they got it behind the net right now. Actually, along the boards. Who's going to pick that up? Ottawa does up to the point. Cross to the other side. Shot. Oh, pass to the side of the net. That guy turns and tries to push it past the goalie. And no go. And now we've got a Reinbacher wrestling with Martin. Reinbacher, he didn't like the way the guy was using a stick on the goalie's pads, I guess. So Reinbacher not try to step in there and mess it up. That's good to see. Mike is kind of getting out of it. Really? How much I could do? It could be straight. That any better? Because for cutting out in and out, I don't know what I didn't touch anything. Could be my computer. All right, so we're almost gonna down in the third. One Montreal on a PK. Here come the Habs over the red line, jumped into the corner. Oh, is it 4 on 4 now? Oh, yeah, we're 4 on 4. I just don't. Okay, Habs moving the puck around. Farrell. Oh, nice centering pass. I couldn't handle it too bad. And then a nice defensive play. I don't know who that was, but sort of tried to take body on the guy carrying the puck out, but he stopped his progress. Here comes the Habs shot from in close. Saved by the goalie. Ottawa with the puck. Up along the left side, over the blue line, over our blue line. Stops at the half wall, gives it off. It sort of comes into the center, but blocked shot there. And here come the Habs. Nope, it's sent back, and then they send it into the corner, and we'll have an icing call. I think an icing call. So we'll face off back in Montreal zone. Is my mic still cutting out, Lucas? Or anybody's. My mic's still cutting out. You guys hear me okay? Face off won by Ottawa. They sent that, he ringed it around to the other side, and Montreal came up with it. Over the blue line, over the red line, and over their blue line. Sent back to the point. Nope. Got intercepted and then sent all the way back. Mailloux didn't get to Mailloux. All right, here comes his partner up over the line. It was Trudeau. Oh, Trudeau with him. Okay. Mailloux at the point, sends it to the left to Mishak on the other side. Shot. I think it hit somebody, but behind the net right now. Ottawa guys got it. Oh, another penalty coming up. I think to Montreal here. No, Carlisle, the defender for Ottawa. Montreal will go up on the man advantage. So I think it might start out at 4 on 3 because I think they were playing 4 on 4. No, 5 on 4. Really, the mic's giving me problem now. I didn't touch anything, so except my mute button on it, but it's not muted now. All right. Hopefully my mic's working. 3 minutes into this third period, it's 1-1. Oh, okay. That makes kind of sense. How's it now? Farrell with a chance in. I didn't see it, but the goalie made a big save. So I'll face up there. Is this better? You're going to hear my breathing. Habs won that draw. Trudeau. Was that a shot by Trudeau? I don't know why that was. It must have hit the netting in the back and came in. That must have been what happened. So we'll have another face off to the right of the Ottawa goalie with 16:35 to go in the third. 1-1 tie. Face off won by Montreal. They're moving it around. Farrell kind of gave it away. Good play by, I don't know who that was, a Trudeau to actually keep it in. Messy. And then Farrell was able to keep the puck in completely. They got an opportunity at the net, but the goalie made the save. I don't know how long is left in this penalty. Face-off is to the left of the Ottawa goalie, won by Montreal. Tourney had trouble with it at the point, but Montreal still has it. Nice pass to the left circle, and there was a one-timer. That was a nice play. Ottawa intercepts a pass and dumps it out. Tournier with the puck behind his net. Coming out. Power play still on. Mayu at the circle, backs into the corner, dumps it backward. Kidney to the other side, one timer. Mayu along the boards, fights for it, gets it out, gets passed around. It's at the left circle. Who's there? Sends it around to the other side along the boards. Tournier at the point, gets away from the defender, falls, but dishes the puck off. Where's it now on the other side? There's another penalty. Another Ottawa penalty. Montreal better put a goal in, man. They're getting all this opportunity. Yeah, this guy took Kearney down. That's why the penalty. So tripping. Pfizer. Face-off is to the left of the goalie. Beck. They win. They win the draw. They get the possession, but it was kind of a weird one. It kind of didn't get out of the circle, so someone came in and grabbed it. Ottawa sends the puck all the way down to the goalie. Montreal coming back quickly. Over the blue line, dump back. Here comes the judge. Who's that? Farrell dumps it to back at the point. Over to Trudeau. He dumps it off to the guy in the left circle. Went to the side of the net. Anyway, Montreal with it. Cross ice pass. Back to the point. To Farrell on the right. Back to Trudeau at the point. To the other guy on the left, Reinbacher. Shot went wide. Puck comes out. Trudeau goes to pick it up. He does. Make another quick run up there. Pass over to Beck was no good, though. They keep it in. Nope. That's probably going to kill the penalty. 14 minutes to go in this third period. Reinbacher gets stopped at the half wall, but he's behind the net. Back at the half wall. Up to the point. Mayshire. Wrists it at the net. Oh. I don't know who that was. Almost I decided that had a chance there. Couldn't put it through. Puck comes out. That's definitely got to kill the power play. Almost over. One last rush. Come on. Around the net. Up to the point. To the other side. Mayu shoots. Went off the goalie's stick and out. They didn't get a goal. How many power play opportunities have they had? Feels like this ice isn't that great. I can't tell. Excuse me. There's been at least one other game on the ice today, so that's probably why. Off the post again, Parker Jones. Off the draw in the high slot and off the post. That's the fourth time this game, maybe fifth time they've hit the post. Honestly, this game could be well out of hand for Montreal, if not for those goddamn posts. Ottawa gets the puck out, and guy gets hit as he does that in Montreal zone right now. Gets the board. Struble just banging a guy against the boards. Not in that crazy way. He's just going after him, though. I think the puck came out to an offside. No, a penalty to Struble for that cross-checking, I'm sure. He was just cross-checking a guy into the boards. So, Ottawa on the power play with 12:30 left in the third. And potentially, I don't know what they do if it's a tie game. I guess go to a shootout. But 12:30 left in the third, maybe in the game. Face-off won by Ottawa. Point to point to the guy to half wall, back to the point. To the other side. To the side of the net. Wraparound try, but he couldn't hold on to the puck. Habs steal it away. And Reinbacher gets it up to the point. Guy walks in. He's at the bottom of the circle, sends it back to the point. To the other side. Guy bobbles it, takes a shot. I think that went wide because I heard it hit the back boards. So puck comes all the way down. Ottawa defenseman got it. He comes up, drops it back, sends it over to the right. That guy goes over the line, just drops it to the guy there at the point, over to the wall. At the top of the circle, shot wide. Comes to the other side, dropped up to or pushed up to the point to the other side. A lob shot, blocked. Puck comes out to the red line, over the blue line again. Drop back. No, I don't know where the puck is. Where is it? Habs sent it all the way down. That's all I know. It's all the way down there. Lost sight of the puck. Ottawa back over the line. Back to the point. To the guy at the wall. Top of the circle, shot. Hit somebody. Ottawa's got it back to the point, to that wall. Back to the point and over the guy's stick or under. Comes all the way back to the goalie. Somebody on the guy retrieving it. All over him. He steals the puck. Yeah, it gets it back to the point, but over the blue line. So the Habs just lob it in there. And I think they changed that. Yeah, they did some changing up. Ottawa over Montreal's blue line. Turned away by Montreal. Here comes Reinbacher over the line along the boards. Gets it into the corner. Ottawa guy sends it back. And it's out. Lobbed into Montreal's end. Have to pick it up at the net. They carry it out. Off to the left and over the blue line. Guy behind the net. Sends it back to the point. Shot. They're going to hit somebody in front. They try to get it in from in front. And they score! Boom! A scrum in front of the net. Mishak puts it in. It is 2-1 Montreal. About time they put it in. They had so many goddamn chances. And this time, a shot to the net. And then there was a scrub in front. Everybody trying to get it. And I don't know how it got in there, but Mishak put it in. On the replay, I guess he popped it over the pad or got it around the pad and the skate and put it in. I can't tell. Anyway, we're up 2-1. That's what counts. 9:50 left in the third period. Maybe in the game. Let's see if they can pop another one real quick. Would be great. Okay, let me get my bearings here. It's in Ottawa zone. Montreal's got it at the point. To the other side. Guy walks into the half wall, back to the point. A kind of hard pass to the guy at the side of the net. Got to the slot, and that was Waugh with a shot, and the goalie made a save, and we'll have a face-off there. Hey, Shizla, how you doing, man? Hey, Guru, how you doing? Everything's going well. Game's almost over. Somewhere around 9 minutes left. Montreal's up 2-1. It's been a very close game, and a really good game. Really fun to watch. And now face-off is to the left of the Ottawa goalie. Won by Montreal, came back to Mailloux. Mailloux took a shot, nice hard wrist shot. Goalie made a save. We'll have another face-off. Mishak, I don't know if he's ready yet, but yeah, I think Mishak could be a good, a third line checking kind of guy. That's what it's turning out to be, a grinder type, but a good one. So, and he's had a good 3 games. Okay, Senators 2-on-1. Oh wow! How he missed that? Cross ice to the guy, bottom like at the crease, and he over stick handled it somehow, and they didn't score. Wow, bad for Ottawa. Montreal now with it in the auto zone. Mayu to the corner. That was like a pass through the crease. Nobody was really there to take that. Mayu with it at the red line, goes over the blue line. Going into the corner, sends it across. Oh, sends it across through the crease. The guy picks it up, goes around for a wraparound, but he got pushed back. Mayshar with a shot from the circle. Whistle. Another penalty. McKay. Ottawa getting another penalty? No. No, I think Montreal getting a penalty here. Yeah, Habs getting a penalty. So Montreal on the PK. But Lucas, it's 1:15. It started 1:15 in the afternoon. I'm not really surprised. It's in Buffalo, right? Faceoff was won by Ottawa. Right now, stick handling in the corner up to the side of the net. To the point. Okay, happening too fast. A shot from the right circle, though, came in. Spooner made the save, and we'll have a face-off there. Oh, Joe, it's been a really good game. Roy, Mishak, Mayshar, even Mayu having a pretty good game, I think. Um, a number of players. It's been a good game. Okay, what do we got? 7:35 left in the third period. 2-1 Montreal. We're gonna have a face-off somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Just inside the Ottawa line? No, just outside the Ottawa line. Must have been an offside. Won by Montreal, but it comes all the way back. Montreal clears it out, but that's going to be an icing cup. No, didn't go far enough. Ottawa coming out over his line, dumps it back. All right, no icing. It's still a power play. Where's the puck? Puck behind the net, rolled around to along the boards. Nobody at the point to pick it up, so it goes back all the way. Well, Joe, you can watch the game though on replay. Um, Ottawa, we're moving it around. Guy walked in from the point in the high spot, took a shot, a lot of traffic around. Goalie made the save though, and we'll have a face off there. A little bit of pushing and shoving happening. Where's the face off going to be? I think to his left, but no, to the right. It's going to be to the right of Spooner. Ottawa wins the draw. Back to the point to his partner. Shot comes in. Hit a stick and might have been Spooner stick and went to the other side. And the Habs sends it all the way down. 6:30 left in the third period. Montreal clearing it out. Again, all the way down. Jackeye chases it. Goalie Sends it off to stolen, man. I don't know who stole it. Stole it side on the left side and came in at the net. Didn't get a shot away though. Got taken away. But what a nice play. Almost a really beautiful play. Got a stoppage, a whistle here with 5:45 to go. Puck, I think, went out of play. I think it went out of play. I think that's what it is. I don't know why I'm looking at myself to talk. I'm looking at myself over there to talk. You guys are there, not over there. You guys are there. Brain fart. Face off won by Montreal. Look at that. Almost given away. Almost. And it was. And shot came in wide. Montreal gets it out. Farrell, no, that's not Farrell. It was Beck carried it over. Wall with him comes back to the line. Mayu took a shot, got blocked. Back in the corner, that doesn't pick that up. They Ottawa within the corner, sent to the other side, up to the point, over the blue line. Over our blue line, guy spins and turns at the half wall. The other Ottawa player's got it. He tries to pass it to the other side. I think it hit his stick and went up in the air. Montreal's got it now, though, in the corner, sent to the other side, and they break it out. Given away just before the red line. Sent back to the goalie. Where's the puck now? Sent out all the way down. And we got a icing call because the power play's over. So 2-1 still for Montreal as this game is winding down. Somewhere right around the 5-minute mark. Clock's not up right now. 4:38 left in the third. Let's hope Montreal hangs on. A little chance right in front of the goalie. He covers up. And we'll have the face-off again there. Winding down, but still, enough time that got to be careful here. They can't. It's very close. These two teams, they can't. They can't lose their concentration at all because it's easy to give up a goal here. So, face-off is won by Montreal in the corner. Now we're kind of at the net against the boards. Ottawa comes up with that. Give it up on the board. Block shot. Novak, he can't catch up to it, though. And Ottawa's going to come back. They dump it. Montreal sends it the other way. Half wall, guy picks it up and flipped out to the neutral zone, intercepted by Ottawa player. Intercepted there, taken away anyway by Montreal. They're over the red line, over the blue line. Dished off. Oh, dished off to Novak at the boards, and then nice pass to, I don't know who that was, had a chance at the side of the net. Puck's coming back the other way. Intercepted now by Habs. They bring it over the line. Where is it? Behind the net now. Kidney kind of lost it there, but he's on it. On his knees, sends it up along the boards. Reinbacher pushes it back. Ottawa gets it, though. Over their blue line. Over our blue line. Oh, nice dish off. A shot from the top of the circle, hit a leg. Montreal leg, they come back. Mayshar over the line. Into the corner, around the net. Up to the point. Trudeau back the other way, into the corner. It rings around. Ottawa player has it, though. Montreal player stole it. Trudeau was looking like one-timer. He doesn't do that, then he sneaks right into the crease, and the puck gets knocked away from him right there and sent down all the way to the circle in the Montreal zone. Habs get that out. Ottawa picks that up, comes back over the line. Shot at the circle, gets knocked away. And now, I don't know who has it, but a Hab behind his net. Some changing up happening. Dumped off to the corner, up to the point. And out, not cleanly. Sent Fans at their blue line took it over, got it out. Montreal brought it back in. Shot, saved by the goalie, and he hangs on for an face off. That's what's called. A little pushing and shoving there, but not much. So we got to be somewhere in 2-minute range, 2 and change left in this period and game if the score doesn't change. 2:11 left in this game or period, depending on the outcome. Face off to the right of the Ottawa goalie. Won by Montreal. Back to Turney, takes a shot, went off the goalie into the corner. Montreal still in possession. Up to the point. Shot. Goes hits somebody in traffic. Montreal still with it. Back up to the point. Mailloux to the other side. Off the boards to the guy at the half wall. He tried to get it back to the point, got intercepted, but he got it back. It's in the corner. Gave it to, I don't know who's got it. He lost it, came out. Mishak. In his own zone, over to Mailloux. Mailloux up along the boards. Got away from that guy. That's Jack guy. And Ottawa's got it behind his net. Guy spins and turns, comes out. Over to blue line. Hamara off to somebody on his left. Hamara behind the net. Sends it up to the half wall on the other side. Oh, Ottawa guy carrying the puck hits the head first into the ref. He's okay. That screwed up their play, though. Shot. Didn't get to the goalie. Ottawa and Montreal zone. Less than a minute left. Shot from the circle. Save, goalie. Nice save, because that would have been a bad time to give up a goal. And he was kind of screened there. Anyways, traffic in front. So good on the goalie. I'm not going to say I'm impressed by Spoonar, but I think he's had a good game. I'm not going to criticize him too much. He looked shaky at the very beginning. I think he settled down. Timeout, 44 seconds left. Ottawa calling the timeout. They'll probably pull the goalie. Hey, maybe the goalie was already pulled. I don't know. But I expect the goalie will be pulled. And 44 seconds, like a power play time, and we'll see what happens. Two very close teams, but I dare say this. Montreal's a little better because I think they had the better of the opportunities, lots of shots, hit a bunch of posts, and their goalie's been good, Ottawa. And I think that's why this game is this close, because if they don't hit those posts, or say they don't hit 2 of those posts, it's 4-1. So got to look at it that way because I'm a Habs fan. Okay, they're about to face off here. It is to the left of our goalie. Mishak taking the draw for Montreal. He won the draw, but there was a whistle right away, so they'll do that again. Are they going to put the time back? They put the time back? Well, not yet, but they're going to. Or they're not. Face off. Won by Montreal. But Ottawa takes it back to the point. Back. That happened too fast. Okay, now it's at the point. To the side. Shot from the circle. It touched la photo. What is that? I don't know what happened there. It doesn't look like the goalie made a save. It's in the corner. Habs get it out. Almost a breakaway. Could have put it away there. Novak almost got away. And the game ends. Montreal wins 2-1. Woo! Nice game by Montreal. In the end, they were the better team. And like I said, if they don't hit that many posts, some of those pucks would have gone in, and they would have won comfortably. But in the end, they won 2-1, and yeah, I'm very happy to see that. So they win 2 of these games out of 3, and I thought, good performance by these kids. Good seeing these kids in action. And so next up is the training camp. Habs main camp starts on, I believe, the 23rd. So there's that. There's a week in between games now. Next Monday is the first preseason game. I'll be doing that. We'll have 4 games next week. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So hopefully you guys will join for that. I think I'm going to take off here because it's been a long afternoon and I am hungry. So I'll give you guys a few more minutes if you want to ask something or say something. Say another 5 minutes, and I'm going to take off. So whatever you guys want to talk about, let me know. How'd you like the game? What did you think of the individual players? Who stood out for you? That kind of stuff. If you'd like to do that, I'm all ears for another 5 minutes or so. Usually I say 5 minutes and I end up 20 minutes longer. So that could happen. But let's hear from you guys. Have a good one, Joe. Go back to sleep. Catch it on the replay. I'll see you soon, eh? Enjoy. Hey, listen, have a good time at that game. Or games if you're going to both. But have a good time. I hope you enjoy that. Outrage, can't wait either. It's not long. I mean, basically 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks, and we're at opening night. So Mishak Roy Kidney stood out for Lucas in this one. Definitely those guys. Mayu was pretty good. Reinbacher, they were pretty good, but really stand out. I agree with that. Mishak Roy Kidney and Tourigny, I'm going to put in there too. I thought those guys played really good. So there you go. And like on an afternoon where a bunch of players played really well. And they had a very hot goalie who had a couple of nice friends of his, and they're called the Posts because Montreal hit 4 or 5 posts in this game, and this game could have been a little out of hand if they were just a slight bit more accurate. That's all. So there you go. But otherwise, listen, it was a really fun game. And on a Monday afternoon for me, who works from home, it's pretty cool. On Monday afternoon, I'm here doing a game. Like, that was pretty cool. Because usually when we have afternoon games during the season, it's on the weekends, Super Bowl weekend, very odd weekend, odd time, there'll be an afternoon game. But definitely Super Bowl weekend, both games, both days are afternoon. So it's an odd time to be doing a game. That's all I can say. All right. Anybody else want to say anything? Go at once. Before you leave, I'll remind you, please give it a thumbs up if you had a good time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. I'd appreciate that. And you'll get notified when I'm doing something like this, which is every Habs game. Every Habs game I do. I rarely miss a game. So, and during the season, we'll, different days we'll have different, other people here with me. And it gets hopefully a little more interesting than just me. So there you go. Since nobody else is talking, I'm going to say so long. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with me all afternoon. I appreciate that. Till next time, stay safe out there. And peace out, you guys. Have a great rest of the Monday. And enjoy your late afternoon and evening. And I'll see you next time. Got a video coming out in the next day or two. And hopefully I will have 3 this week. And then next week we start the preseason games. So there you go. Take care. That's it. I'm going to stop talking. Ciao, everybody. And now if I knew where my cursor was, there she is. Ciao.